So in yesterday class, I think we are getting somewhere like uh, we are not able to check for the multicollinearity. A little bit work on that. So I'll start from like very in starting point. Let me open that question first. Yeah, this was the question. So as we discussed, this is the data for the import. Okay. So and based on that, we are trying to see whether is there is an effect on the import or not, and is there is a multicollinearity exist among the dependent variable, among the independent. Okay. So here, if you see, we have three independent variable, which is GDP, SF is your stock information, and we have a consumption. So this import will be dependent on these three variables. Okay. So we have already seen how to fit the model when we have like these variables. So we have to fit the model on the basis of y, or I can say import is equal to beta naught GDP into GDP into, I can say, beta 1 plus SF into beta 2 consumption into beta 3, like that. So based on that, one can create the model, and once you created the model, you get the summary of that. You explain those summary as we have explained in the case of MLR. Exact that three, I think three or four. What are the conditions there? Let me show that one also. I think it is something unit 3, where it is. Like as we have did for the MLR, yeah, this one, like this. So once you have created a model, you need to just write three condition for this one also. Okay, no need to go for individual testing. Huh? Don't go for individual testing, because here we are not interested to go for individual testing. We are just understanding using R square and using overall fit, like overall significance model you have to do. So these two conditions you have to write it down, and based on that the model will be created. Once we have done it that, we have to check for is there is a multicollinearity exist in our data or not. Okay, so that we can see continue with this. So we have that. So we have to call the library, because since it is already exists in the data packages. Okay, multicollinearity data. See, I have already imported, so that's why it is not showing me like some error. But we have to be import once again. Okay, you can see that GDP data. They can, if you see that GDP data, your data is exactly looking like as we have seen in the Word file, like this one, like this GDP import GDP SF consumptions. Okay, exactly same. So you may go with that, no problem. So now I have to fit the model. So as usual, you have to fit the model like LM is equal to GDP import versus other variables. Okay, and you get the summary of this. So if you get the summary of this, you may find, so though conclusions, you have to write two conclusions. One will be R square, which is similar to the MLR. So you can write it on conclusion, whatever the conclusion. But I told you, you refer always R square adjusted. So you may also go with R square adjusted. And you can see that significance value, which is p value, is lesser than alpha value. So we reject H naught. That means that there is a significant difference among all the variables, like all independent variables. Okay. So you can put that conclusion. But our aim is to be check for the multicollinearity. Okay. So for that purpose, you need to install one package, which is install.packages car. So car is what? It's a companion to applied regression. So to get the more like uh, I can say R square values, and I can say that VIF and other things we have seen to check for multicollinearity. This package this package can be used. Okay, so you can just install this package. So if you just install it, that install.packages, you can see it now. You can see it is coming red. That means it is, I think, installing. Yeah, it is installing. So once you have installed it, call library, and then you can you may get the, I think, VIF in that scenario. Now you can see it is successfully installed. Call library. So this is loading your car data. Now you can see, you can read this. The package car was built in R version 4.0.3. So remember, so when you considering the version more than 4.0.3, there is no need of install. You can directly call library, okay, because that is inbuilt in the system. Similarly, car data also, and this is two packages. Okay, this is two packages which we have to install for getting VIF. So if you are not installed these two package, and if you simply write VIF, then it won't be work. Okay, it will shows that the VIF is not found. Okay, so for that purpose, you need to be install the car. So what is a car? Companion to applied regression. Full form of car. Okay, companion to applied regression. CAR. So these two data, you can see it is inbuilt in the R. Okay, and once you have call, just type VIF of fit. Fit means I'm using this model. Okay, I'm using this model. But I told you that one can create like one, as we have seen, like we have designed the dependent variable separate, right, like GDP, SF and consumption. But this we are, if once you install this package now, automatically it will take like all independent variables. So let's see whether it works or not. See, so here if you see that they have considered only the independent variable, not dependent variable. Even if you fit the model, तो आपने model भले यहाँ पे लिया, but model contain 4 variable. But as I mentioned, the car contain the already the program, so they have executed based on their independent variable. Okay, so they have considered based on the independent variable, and they have found that. So what was the conclusion of VIF? If the your VIF is greater than 10, there is multicollinearity exists in the data. So if you see that using GDP and using consumption, you may find that these two values having, I can call this is x1, x2, x3. Okay, whichever variable you call, like here they have mentioned. यहाँ पे आप define कर सकते हैं. So based on GDP and based on consumption, you are getting multicollinearity exists in the data. Okay. So this much you have to do it for the model for multicollinearity exists. मतलब you have to just identify कि multicollinearity exists है कि नहीं है. See, further removal part is out, I think it is out of syllabus. For that purpose, you need to use for ridge regression. Okay, which is, I think, not there in syllabus, because getting ridge regression is not very easy task. Okay, For that you need to like I have to update your syllabus, but definitely in future I'm going to update your syllabus so that at least see once you know that there is something problem in the system, there is something in the problem in the system. There is something problem in the system, so we try to remove that problem. Okay, until unless otherwise it's create a problem. But for a being, we will just consider that multicollinearity exists due to this variable and due to that variable. That much we have to just follow for the uh, in any problem. Okay, so you can how to write once you get this data, simply say there is a multicollinearity exists due to variable GDP and variable consumption. That much you have to write it down in your output. तो पहले क्या करना है आपको, पहले आपको मॉडल बनाना है, मॉडल में समरी आएगा, समरी में आर स्क्वायर लिखना है, ओवरऑल फिट लिखना है. सी आई एम रिपीटिंग अगेन एंड अगेन, सो आप शॉर्ट में लिखो चलेगा, बट यू मस्ट हैव सम आइडिया. ओके, देन परफॉर्म दिस, यू विल बी गेट दिस मच आउटपुट. दिख रहा है, इतना मिलेगा. तो
हेलो सर.
हाँ बेटा बोलिए.
सर इसमें हम लोग डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल y और इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल x क्यों नहीं लिख रहे हैं?
नहीं नहीं, हम लोग मल्टीकोलिनियरिटी बेटा केवल इंडिपेंडेंट में चेक करते हैं.
नहीं सर, जैसे कल अपन लोग कर रहे थे y एज अ डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल एंड x एज अ इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल, बट हियर हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं जीडीपी डॉलर एसएफ, जीडीपी डॉलर्स एंड कंजम्पशन. ऐसा क्यों कर रहे हैं?
ये वेरिएबल है ना आपका, जीडीपी एसएफ कंजम्पशन वेरिएबल है ना आपका.
नहीं बट सर अभी तक हम लोग तो यूज कर रहे थे ना y टिल्डा
हम
साइन
तो
देन
ले
x
सकते
y.
हैं, ये देखो ना यहाँ लिया ना मैंने. ये एक्चुअली कभी यूज करते हैं जब आपके पास ज्यादा वेरिएबल रहे ना.
यस सर.
अभी एक दो है तो आप डायरेक्टली कर सकते हैं ना, क्यों क्रिएट करने का हम नया नया वेरिएबल. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट.
ओके.
इफ देयर आर लेस वेरिएबल यू मे गो डायरेक्टली विद द मॉडल ना. अभी देखो, अगर मैं फॉर एग्जांपल मैं इसकी बात करता हूँ, अब मैंने ऐसा मॉडल लिखा. अभी मुझे अगर ये कोई मेरा अगर लाइक कोई दिखाए ना, तो मुझे क्या मालूम पड़ेगा मेरा y क्या है x क्या है. मालूम है आपको y क्या है x क्या है? यहाँ पे नहीं मालूम है ना. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट. तो
यस सर.
ये सिचुएशन में क्या होता है कि देयर मे बी चांसेस विल बी मोर ऑफ गेटिंग एरर, कि हम लोग को लिखना है जीडीपी की वजह से हो रहा है मल्टीकोलिनियरिटी, लेकिन हम लोग लिख दे रहे हैं दूसरा कुछ वेरिएबल का नाम. समझ रहे? तो ये सिचुएशन में सी either you can go with this way or that way. Taking the information is very important. The output which gives that conclusion part is very important. Okay, मैं अभी इसमें क्या दो ही तीन वेरिएबल इसलिए मैंने डायरेक्टली लिया. सी यू शुड नो बोथ द टेक्निक्स. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि एक ही टेक्निक सीखो बार बार वही वही एक ही चीज करने का. नहीं, दो तीन वे से आप प्रैक्टिस करने का कभी भी, तो आपको आइडिया मिलेगा. अगर ज्यादा वेरिएबल्स है तो देखो, इफ देयर आर मोर वेरिएबल्स, सो आई हैव रिटन y इज इक्वल टू x1 x2 x3 लाइक दैट. तो वैसे जा सकते हो आप. सिमिलरली कैन वर्क फॉर दिस वेरिएबल. तो अगर मैं इधर मास्क किया, एमसी टेस्ट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड हियर, दैट वी कैन रिमूव. जस्ट रन इट. So I executed this. What the CS is saying? Yeah, elapsed limit, leave it. Then create a model, get the summary of model. So you can find that 85% the dependent variable is explained by the independent variable and p value will be lesser than, that means overall model is significant. ये दो कंक्लूजन आपको वहाँ पे लिखना है. अभी हम लोग मल्टीकोलिनियरिटी चेक करेंगे. तो वी हैव टू चेक फॉर VIF मॉडल डायरेक्टली, ये ऑलरेडी आपने पैकेज इंस्टॉल किया हुआ, राइट? जस्ट रन इट. नाउ सी, अभी x1, अभी तुमको इसके लिए तुमको ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा. ऊपर मतलब ऊपर नहीं, ऊपर मतलब इधर. x2 का वैल्यू मोर देन 10 है. देखो x2 मतलब क्या है? डिस्प्लेसमेंट. So due to displacement only the multicollinearity exists in our data, because इसका जो VIF value है, variation inflation factor, that is only greater than 10. That's why there is a multicollinearity exists in our data. Otherwise you can see all variables are lesser than 10. means this is near to 9, but that's okay, no problem. But I can say more than 10, then only it is exist. So इस situation में you can see that the multicollinearity exists due to the variable x2, which is displacement. So this much you have to do it for the practical purpose. So let me know if you have any query, because I think this is we have already seen. See, we have not installed this package, that's why it is not working. This package was not installed, that's why it is not working, otherwise it maybe works. तो ये पैकेज आप याद रखो कि इंस्टॉल करने के लिए, मतलब to check for the multicollinearity, we are executing this package, which is install.packages of car. Okay, so make sure that which package you are installing for what purpose. So the mass is used for to fitting the models and everything. Okay, so check that all. मास आप फिटिंग के लिए यूज करते हैं और कहाँ कहाँ यूज करते हैं देख के लीजिए. एंड आई थिंक वेटेड लिस्ट स्क्वायर के लिए कोई वेटेड लिस्ट स्क्वायर के लिए भी मास, बिकॉज यू एनीवेज यू आर अप्लाइंग देयर रिग्रेशन, तो वहाँ पे यूज करते हैं. आई थिंक in this case you are using one or two packages, so keep on remembering these packages, because okay, without these packages if you are executing, then whole thing will be like it's going to be wrong. Okay, keep the noting of this things. Any other questions? Any questions? Yes. Okay, there's a very small part is remaining, which I will just take in your notepad. So this is a very small topic is remaining, which just I want to finish this one also today, which is nothing but studentized residual. Okay, so let me just finish this. Studentized 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 residual. Okay. So what is the studentized residual? We can just discuss that. Okay. We have already seen the plot of like how you can draw the residual versus different types of plot. Correct? You can watch the video for more information. So the variance of what the thing says, the variance of EI hat is is a function is a function of sigma square and HII. Therefore, RI is equal to EI hat upon sigma hat into square root of HII, and I is running from 1 to n. See the residual which you are obtaining based on this formula, right? We have seen the four plots, and see we have drawn using with the help of software. Okay, so there the calculations can be done by using this RI, okay, which is called as studentized residual. And what could be the sigma hat square here? Sigma hat square is nothing but its summation of ei square upon n minus p. And what is your HII? This is all actually higher classes notes, so I have just prepared from there. This is called as a leverage of ith observations. Leverage of ith observations, and this is nothing but it's a it measures it measures it measure of the distance between the distance between ith cases and x bar. So it's just obtaining the difference between your ith cases. Means suppose if you have any units, that is your xi and x bar, it's a difference which is called as, means after this, which is called as studentized studentized residual. There is some
Sir, what is P here?
sorry,
P, what is P here?
p is a number of parameter. ये मालूम नहीं है आपको? Sigma at square MLR में how you get sigma at square? Remember, SS upon degree of freedom, something like that. Read MLR or read your SLR, सब आता है उसके अंदर.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, p is the number of parameter. How many parameter you have? If we assume that ei follows normal 0 comma sigma square, so I'm just making one assumption like based on the normal, then r square upon degree of freedom, which is n minus p, follows beta 1 with parameter. I hope you are knowing beta parameters, right? You know the beta type
Yes.
form, correct? Beta 1 distribution. So in practice, so when you assume this ei follows normal, then r square upon n minus p follows beta 1 distribution with half comma n minus b by 2. So this is your parameter a and this is the parameter b, something if you have studied like in terms of a and b or mn, no problem. In practice, distribution of Ri is approximated is approximated by approximated by normal 0 comma, means standard normal, the studentized residual plots are plots of Ri versus fitted values. You know what is fitted values, correct? Y hat I.
Yes.
Yeah. So the plots are used to diagnosis. The plots are used to diagnose, 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 plots to used to diagnose the non-linearity and heteroscedasticity. Scedasticity. That is, variances are not equal. Okay? Or I can say non-constant variance. Non-constant variance. So as I mentioned, we have a plot of Ri versus fitted value, and what is the use of that? To check for the linearity and check for the whether heteroscedasticity present or not. So this is the, I'll just show you the plot of that. Maybe the one plot will be like this. So if it look like this, and this the if your data will be like this somewhere here, okay, so what could be the conclusions? This is your Ri versus fitted value. Similarly, there is another plot. So here we have this Ri versus fitted value. Ri versus fitted value. Similarly, here we have Ri versus fitted value. So the first graph which explains about linearity, which I will say this is first one, which is called random pattern. Random pattern, which I can call linear. Whether it is linear or not. The second graph says about non-constant variance. Non-constant variance. which is, if your data will be like this, it's like a shape. Okay? So look like this data, like this. Then I can say the variance is non-constant. In the third one, this is the second one, and we have a third one here. This is again graph of non-linearity, which we call non-random. Non-random. These both are same. These both are same graph, but pattern is different. So if a graph will be like this, in some pattern it will show. Okay, if some pattern will be showing here, then I will say the graph is non-linearity. Okay, so this is the reverse way. So again the graph will be like this only. It will show like this some shape. Okay, then I will say it is the non-linear. When you say it is linear, linear means you can see the graphs will be like this. Means it will not show any pattern. It will not show any pattern. It is going to be random. It is going to be random points. Okay. So this is your fourth graph, and now based on this, we have to interpret our results. So what is that result? The plot one. What's the plot one shows? Plot one. I can say plot one shows a random pattern and indicating a good fit, indicating a good fit for a linear model. For a linear model. Second one, plot 2 shows non-random pattern. If you see the plot 2, it's a non-random, right? Non-random pattern, non-random pattern, that is non-constant, non-constant variance, non-constant variance, indicating a not not good fit for a linear model. So it is indicating it is not good fit. Next one, plot 3 and 4, plot 3 and 4 shows a non-random non-random, I can call it U shape and inverted U shape, inverted inverted U, suggesting suggesting better fit for a non-linear model. Means you don't go for linear, you go for non-linear, which is called, you can say, quadratic model, quadratic model, you can say cubic model, exponential, like that, etc. If you have any questions, you can ask. Yes, any question? Any question? So these are things you can just always go about this. Okay. See, in the graph 3 and graph 4, it's like the U shape and this like invert U shape. That only difference is there. The interpretation is same. Like it is also showing non-random, it is also showing non-random. Here it is showing like U shape. Here it is showing inverted U shape. That much difference is there. Okay. Yes. Any other question? I think the now everybody can able to submit their practicals. No problem at all. Because yesterday I'm getting too many like query related to submitting the practicals. The only thing is that you must take care that your size of that file should be below 10 MB. So if below 10 MB, then only it is going to be accept. Otherwise, it will not going to accept. Okay. Why I'm telling you this, because there are several software which reduce the size of your file. So you can go to the online and you can like I love PDF. There is one I can say, just search in Google I love PDF. There is one site and you can go to and just reduce the size of that your file if it is about 10 MB. Because now if you see that there are several students and they are submitting like 50 MB ka file. See, at the end of like 2-3 days it's get become more than 1 GB. तो उससे क्या होता है, the drive become full. तो ड्राइव बिकम फुल तो ऑटोमेटिक स्टॉप एक्सेप्टिंग रिस्पॉन्स हो जाता है. So because of that problem, I have just keep that restriction that you need to be reduce the size of file. Okay. So that is the one thing just I want to tell you. If you have any more questions, then let me discuss. So I'm just sharing that. I think we have to submit only remaining practicals. Yeah, you have to submit only remaining practicals. Correct. No need of see which you have already submitted. No need of submit again. That is already like we have incorporated that practicals like you have submitted. The thing is that which is new that you have to submit once again. And very soon, maybe not very soon. It will take time for me. Not necessarily I will take very soon. Then unit 4 notes I will upload in the GC. You can visit maybe after week, I mean, like after your exams. So you can go through that unit 4 notes also, and obvious based on quiz also. And then let's see how much you can able to do it. Yes, any other question related to today practicals? तो अभी मैं just code share करता हूँ, but do not perform as it is. At least you write the things which I have mentioned today. Okay, and then we will see if we have any query. So अभी I think 98% of our portion is over. Only 2% is remaining, which you have to do from your side. Like what is the 2%? That you go through everything. Okay, go through everything. So maybe if I say once a week or once a week 1 hour lectures we can keep, like for doing updation of your like unit. So I will inform prior to that if we can manage that one lectures, and in that lectures we can discuss like what type of questions can be expected. I don't know whether there will be the actually, yeah, definitely there has to be the external examinations, but you may prepare for that. Okay, इट्स नॉट लाइक कि नहीं होगा करके ऐसा अज्यूम करके चले हम लोग, नहीं. यू प्रिपेयर इट लाइक कि होगा ही होगा, 100% होगा. ओके, एंड यू स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन दैट. एंड आई थिंक सेकेंड इंटरनल एग्जाम के लिए फॉर माइंड पेपर इट्स वेरी सिंपल फॉर यू हु इज जस्ट like done for the quiz of unit 1. So like they can score out of 2 out, and to second internal का आपका कोई problem नहीं है. So you can now, after the first internal will get over, you must focus on your I can say external examinations. So for that you need to study all the papers. Okay, and unit 4 का मैं upload करूँगा Canvas में, so you can go through, you can download those PPTs, and you can start write it on your notebook. And I think mock test ka madam is already explained, so that we will see in the, I think tomorrow. Madam is already, I think, messaged like 10 questions. I think 10 question 10 minutes. टाइमिंग भी कुछ जो दिया है उसके हिसाब से आप वर्कआउट करो. डोंट मिस आउट दैट बिकॉज दैट इज द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. दैट इज द फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस वेदर आर यू फेसिंग एनी प्रॉब्लम्स और नॉट. ओके, सो यू कैन मेक द note of that, and then let's see how much we can uh, understand, and if you have any query. My unit 1 is complete. When you will send the link of unit 3 in Canva? I think unit 3 का notes I have already submitted. You're talking about the notes, Rashmita. Unit 3 means your MLR. MLR ka notes I have, yeah, I have MLR Unit 3 I have already uploaded in Canvas. You have to visit for Canvas, and you will be get, if you have completed the unit 1, then hopefully maybe the next week or next week you will be get a mail regarding your certificate. So you will be get the certificate if you have completed like your unit 1, and then you can go to the unit 3 and start studying and perform QS. Okay, mock test trial के तरफ, yeah, mock test is just trial, like, and yeah, it is you can call it trial. Mock test is just trial, like to understand how the paper pattern and how you can do well better than mock test. क्या क्या डिफिकल्टी और फेसिंग वो सब रहेगा। जैसा तुमने क्विज परफॉर्म किया ना कैनवास में, जैसा तुमने वर्कआउट किया है एग्जैक्टली सेम, नथिंग, नो चेंज। लिंक अभी तुम कैनवास में क्या करते हैं, यू विजिट टू कैनवास, you click on that particular I can say quiz, the link will be open, you start the test। लेकिन उसमें ऐसा नहीं है, तुम लिंक पे क्लिक करेंगे आपका टाइम स्टार्ट हो गया, उसमें ऐसा टाइमिंग में कुछ रहेगा नहीं। ठीक है, तो इट इज आई कैन से बेटर दैन, इट इज नॉट बेटर दैन कैनवास, बट ठीक है। तो उसमें इतना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, उसमें टाइमिंग में आपको मेंशन नहीं रहेगा, बट इंस्ट्रक्शन आपको लिखा रहेगा, इट इज रिटन इन द फॉर्म ऑफ लाइक सेंटेंस, तो आपको इंस्ट्रक्शन पढ़ के उसके हिसाब से वर्कआउट करना। ओके, बट यू कैन गो, या इट इज इन गूगल फॉर्म, तो गूगल फॉर्म में इतना कुछ रहेगा नहीं, जब तो जस्ट लाइक स्टार्ट रीडिंग एंड स्टार्ट सबमिटिंग द, तो मैं आपको बोलता हूँ क्या होता है उसमें। उसमें आई विल शो यू, आई थिंक यू हैव फिल दैट फॉर्म राइट, मैं जो मैंने दिया था, एक लिंक मैडम ने भेजा था regarding your examination form. There you have like your email ID, name, last name, first name, mother name, father name, like, right, and then we have a roll number and then we have a unique ID। वो फॉर्मेट आपका सेम रहेगा, वो इनिशियली पार्ट जो रहेगा ना वो सेम रहेगा हर एक पेपर के लिए। वो अच्छे से डेटा, इंपॉर्टेंट डेटा क्या है आपका नाम और रोल नंबर, उसमें आपने गड़बड़ी की और फिर बाद में आप बोलेंगे ऐसा हो गया वैसा हो गया, तो दैट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, वो सब आपका रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। तो मेक श्योर दैट देयर शुड नॉट बी एनी मिस्टेक इन योर नेम एज वेल एज इन द रोल नंबर। टू थिंग्स वी कैन कीप note of that, and I think everybody have unique ID, so you can put unique ID, and then after that when you go to next, then automatically your questions will come। so 10 questions, see you will be get better experience। okay, so आपको एक्सपीरियंस आ जाएगा, मॉक टेस्ट होगा तो आपको आइडिया मिल जाएगा, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट। एंड देन आपको जो आप प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहे हो वो प्रॉब्लम आप ग्रुप पे ये करो, टेक्स्ट करो, सो दैट एवरीबॉडी कैन अंडरस्टैंड कि ये प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है। तो अगर ये प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है तो कैसे इसको रिसॉल्व करेंगे हम लोग। ओके, हाउ वी कैन रिसॉल्व इट, so that is the very very important, like we can go about that। don't have graded my data visualization assignment, please check one second। yeah, I will check Rashmita whether I think yesterday I've checked, no nothing is there, but I will check back and then I will put the message। सर मैं फॉर्म भरा बट यूनिक आईडी नहीं भरा, दैट्स ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम। यूनिक आईडी इज इट्स लाइक जस्ट टू नो अबाउट योर इंफॉर्मेशन, बट दैट्स ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम मेनली। बट एग्जाम में अगर पॉसिबल होगा तो आप भरो, पंकज सिंह, जस्ट फिल इट। if you have unique ID, I think unique ID is the same for all the years। ऐसा मुझे मतलब मैडम का मैसेज आया था, तो आई थिंक FY SY TY दिनों में जो रहेगा वो सेम ही रहेगा, तो आप उसके हिसाब से आपका डेटा फॉर्म भरो, कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं।